When it comes to picking a college, cost is often a major factor. But a new report by the Brookings Institution found that few students pay the actual listed price by the school. The report also looked at trends in college pricing and how the actual cost of college is determined.
Joining us now to discuss this is Philip Levine, an economics professor at Wellesley College. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning.
Happy to be here.
So when you say the listed price, it's like if I Google how much does it cost to go to the University of Illinois, send, and they estimate this amount, that's not right?
So what's listed is something called the cost of attendance, or a sticker price, which the federal government requires institutions to post on their websites. That's the most you can pay. So, I don't know the exact number at the University of Illinois. It could be a number like $30,000 or $35,000. And if you receive no form of financial aid, need-based or merit-based, that's what you would pay. It's just that most people don't pay that.
So how could that be if they say that's the most?
So what ends up happening is that if you're from a higher income family and you're not receiving merit-based aid, that's what you would pay. But most students either receive need-based financial aid because their income is lower, or they may receive some form of merit aid because their academic performance has been good, and they pay less. And so in reality, what you pay is not what you see.
But hasn't this always been the case? People have always gotten aid of some kind. So what's new about this? And is it outpacing the rate of inflation?
Well, so what happens is that most people, the trend towards the number of people paying that full price has been going down over time. It's the case now that really the minority of students, nationwide, 1 in 7 students, is actually paying the posted sticker price. That's not very many. So in reality, for most students, you are going to pay less than what the easiest number is to find about how much college is going to cost. What matters isn't what the sticker price is. What matters is what you have to pay.
So then what is the difficulty if most of us are paying less than the sticker price? That's a good thing. But how do we compare apples to apples when we're trying to figure out if that's a big factor in what school I go to?
Yeah, they don't make it easy, do they? So the easiest number to find is the sticker price that you probably don't have to pay. How much you actually have to pay is a complicated process, and figuring out exactly what that amount is a problem. It's hard. That's really the issue. Like figuring out, schools have these things called net price calculators on their websites, typically not that easy to use. But for a prospective student and family, you need to do your homework and figure out how much college is going to cost you and make your decision based on that amount, not an amount that's very high that you won't have to pay.
It's also interesting that you talk about how much the prices of public universities have gone up compared to private. You're almost paying now at a public university what you would have paid at a private school in the 90s. Talk about why that is.
Well, so there's less financial aid available now than there used to be, and less state support. So it's the case, like you said, it's exactly correct. As students lower income students attending public institutions today pay roughly the same as what they would have paid to go to a private institution 25 years ago. And that's largely about other sources of funds that the institution receives have declined.
Are student loans or student loan forgiveness creating inflation in what we pay for college?
So at the types of institutions that I study, so 4-year residential institutions like the University of Illinois, student loan debt really has not gone up much at those institutions. It's in the broader market, in the for-profit sector, for instance, where you see the big increases in student loan debt. So graduates of the University of Illinois likely have not. They still have student loan debt, but that really is not where the numbers have exploded.
All right. Well, you can find out more at intuition.org, or you can follow Philip on X. Thanks for being with. Oh, it's myintuition.org.
Yeah.
Big difference there.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks, Philip. Appreciate it.
Okay. Thank you.
Hey, Paul.